Hey guys, if you're interested in purchasing some of my astrophotography prints, please check out nitescapeastrophotography.com for all your printing needs. And again, your patronage is much appreciated. Thank you very much. Hi everybody, welcome to NiteNite Reactions. We're going to continue on with some obscure tracks. This one I heard when listening to my XM satellite radio a couple years ago. I listened to The Bridge, and it was Harry Chapin's Taxi. And I come to find out, I did some research on this song, Wikipedia and whatnot, and he did a sequel to it. Now, a lot of reactors out there are just doing Taxi, and they don't know anything about the sequel, but I'm going to slice in the sequel here and do one long video, because I wish more artists would do sequels when there's like an open-ended ending. This one really wraps up the song. It kind of gives it a good feel. So before we get to that, I just want to remind you, if you could subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the alert button to keep up to date. I'd much appreciate it. Let's get to it. Taxi and sequel.
It was raining hard in Frisco. I needed one more fare to make my night. A lady up ahead waved to flag me down. She got in at the light. Oh, where you going to, my lady blue? It's a shame you ruined your gown in the rain. She just looked out the window. She said 16 Parkside Lane. Something about her was familiar. I could swear I seen her face before. But she said, I'm sure you're mistaken. And she didn't say anything more. It took a while, but she looked in the mirror. Then she glanced at the license for my name. A smile seemed to come to her slowly. It was a sad smile just the same. And she said, how are you, Harry? I said, how are you, Sue? Through the too many miles and the too little smiles, I still remember you. It was somewhere in a fairy tale. I used to take her home in my car. We learned about love in the back of a Dodge. The lesson hadn't gone too far. You see, she was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find the footlights. I took off to find the sky. Whoa, I've got something inside me to drive the princess blind. There's a wild man wizard, he's hiding in me, illuminating my mind. Oh, I've got something inside me, not what my life's about. 'Cause I've been letting my outside tide me over till my time runs out. There was not much more for us to talk about. Whatever we had once was gone. So I turned my cab into the driveway, past the gate and the fine trim lawns. And she said, we must get together, but I knew it'd never be arranged. Then she handed me $20 for a $2.50 fare. She said, Harry, keep the change. Well, another man might have been angry, and another man might have been hurt, but another man never would let her go. I stashed the bill in my shirt. And she walked away in silence. It's strange how you never know, but we'd both gotten what we'd asked for such a long, long time ago. You see, she was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find the footlights, I took off for the sky. And here she's acting happy inside her handsome home. And me, I'm flying in my taxi, taking tips and getting stoned. I go flying so high when I'm stoned. So here she's acting happy inside her handsome home. And me, I'm flying in my taxi, taking tips and getting stoned. I got into town a little early, had 8 hours to kill before the show. First I thought about heading up north of the bay, then I knew where I had to go. I thought about taking a limousine, or at least a fancy car, but I ended up taking a taxi, 'cause that's how I got this far. You see, 10 years ago it was the front seat, driving stoned and feeling no pain. Now here I am straight and sitting in the back, hitting 16 Parkside Lane. The driveway was the same as I remembered, and a butler came and answered the door. He just shook his head when I asked for her, and said she doesn't live here anymore. But he offered to give me the address that they were forwarding her letters to. I just took it and returned to the cabbie and said, I got one more fare for you. And so we rolled back into the city, up to a 5-story old brownstone. I rang the bell, it had her name on the mailbox. The buzzer said somebody's home. And the look on her face as she opened the door was like an old joke told by a friend. It'd taken 10 more years, but she'd found her smile, and I watched the corners start to bend. And she said, how are you, Harry? Haven't we played this scene before? I said, it's so good to see you, Sue. Had to play it out just once more. Play it out just once more. She said, I've heard you flying high on my radio. I said, it's not all it seems. That's when she laughed and she said, it's better sometimes when we don't get to touch our dreams. That's when I asked her, where was that actress? She said that was somebody else. And then I asked her why she looked so happy now. She said, I finally like myself. At last I like myself. So we talked all through that afternoon, talking about where we'd been. We talked of the tiny difference between ending and starting to begin. We talked 'cause talking tells you things like what you really are thinking about. But sometimes you can't find what you're feeling till all the words run out. So I asked her to come to the concert. She said, no, I work at night. I said, we gotten too damn good at leaving Sue. She said, Harry, you're right. Don't ask me if I made love to her or which one of us started to cry. Don't ask me why she wouldn't take the money that I left. If I answered it all, I'd lie. So I thought about her as I sang that night, and of how the circle keeps rolling around. How I act as I'm facing the footlights, and how she's flying with both feet on the ground. I guess it's a sequel to our story from the journey between heaven and hell, with half the time thinking of what might have been, and half thinking just as well. I guess only time will tell.
absolutely phenomenal song. The sequel wraps everything up and kind of blends in seamlessly in my mind. I just put the files together, didn't have to do any really post-editing or pre-editing to get things to look right or sound right. I hope you enjoyed this song. It's an interesting journey, this song. When it starts out, role reversal, etc. You had no idea where it was going. Kind of ended tragically, but then it comes full circle, and I think he was trying to show her up at the beginning of the sequel, like, look where I am now. And then he found out that she ran into some hard times. Sounded like she had some mental issues and whatnot, and they rectified their differences and kind of left it open-ended about how the relationship went. There was some unique mentions of money being left, kind of a mirror to her giving him money in the first song. So who knows about that? I don't. If you have an opinion on that, please leave a comment. And thank you very much for enduring this 15 minutes of song. I think it was a joy to do, and I appreciate you being here with me. Until next time, have a great night. Package flage. Protect your packages. After all, it is your packages that you need to protect.